We're gonna be using inside voices today. I definitely sound a lot better, but my throat is still healing, so I don't want to yell or talk too loud at all. This might be the one and only video I recommend you guys to wear headphones. Anyway, today we're also gonna be trying the new Strawberry Candy Plasma Energy G Fuel flavor. That's also green, I did not expect that. Like I said, this is gonna bang. You literally already know it. Not what I thought. I was expecting like strawberry pop rocks or something. This is like strawberry, like those sour streamers, you know, those gummy straws. That's what it tastes like. It's not bad, but it's really not that good either, honestly. I don't think it's as good as the slushy or the pink drip. I'd probably say this is like a 7.1. Anyway, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video and happy Thursday. In today's video, I'm going to be doing what I was going to do yesterday, and that is reacting to your guys' NFL takes. Basically, I threw out a tweet 2 days ago asking you guys to give me your takes and told you that I was going to react to them, and I have almost 700 replies. 700. So before we hop into the video, other than using my code on gfuel.com, you can use code WyattzWorld on Prize Picks if you're 18 years or older to match up to $100 of your first deposit. But always remember, play responsibly, and let's get into me reacting to your NFL takes. Alright guys, so here we are, and this is my tweet. I just said, give me some of your honest NFL takes for this upcoming season. I might put it in a video, and the obvious trolls will be ignored. Also, I would like to acknowledge all the people asking me to unblock them. I've thought about it, and no. Don't be annoying. So first off, we got EJ, and he says Tyler Algier will be a top 10 running back after this season. EJ, that's kind of a long shot, I think, but not unrealistic. I've expressed the thought that I think he's talented, and especially on a team where a quarterback is uncertain, his workload could be tremendous this year. It's a good take. This guy Parrish says Gabe Davis leads the league in touchdowns. Parrish, that's ridiculous. I'm sorry, man. You'd think I would like hearing that, but I really wish Gabe wouldn't have went off in the playoffs 2 years ago because he's so overrated now. Gabe is a fine receiver, but I don't think he's ever going to be at the caliber where he leads the NFL in touchdowns or yards or anything like that. Wyatt says if Baker Mayfield is the quarterback one for the Bucks in the offseason, he will have the best season of his career. Honestly, I'd probably agree with that. I think that the team is going to be bad because of the coach, but that doesn't mean Baker has to have a bad year, and he is going to have the best receiving core he's ever had. That's not even a question. And his O-line's not going to be bad, so honestly, yeah. Spida Season says Elijah Moore will have a breakout season, 900 yards and 6 to 7 touchdowns. Absolutely possible, 100%. No argument there. Blaze says Tony Pollard takes a step back and Bijan carries the load for the Cowboys. You're assuming that they're going to draft Bijan Robinson. I think that's insane, dude. They cut Zeke and used their franchise tag on Tony. Like, they're going to use Tony. Your father says Saints make the championship game and the Bears win the division. I don't agree with either of them. Here's a Chargers fan and another Bijan Robinson guy. He says Justin Herbert will lead the league in touchdowns and passing yards this year. I'm a big fan of Kellen Moore's offense and his red zone success, something that was not great with Joe Lombardi. I think Moore will dial up plays that will allow the Chargers to finish with 6 more often than 3. Obviously, my pick for the league leader in passing yards is Derek Carr. I'll double down, I'll triple down, I'll quadruple down on that forever, but this is a reasonably good take. This is a guy who can do it on a team that has the receivers to catch the touchdowns, like you just said. And I also do like Kellen Moore too, so like, I mean, nothing about this seems unreasonable to me. Sam Howell leads the Commanders to 10 wins in a wild card spot, putting up 3,200 yards and 30 touchdowns. I'll tell you what, Derek 9306, we'll come back to this. If all of that happens, not only will I actually buy you a Sam Howell jersey, but I will fly to FedEx Field personally, go to the pro shop, and get you an authentic one from that stadium, because I am that certain it will not happen. Skullhub says TJ Hawkinson will lead all tight ends in receiving yards and touchdowns this year. Why do I feel like there's a little bias in this? Possible? Yes. Do I think he'll do it? No, because Travis Kelce's going to lock that down until he's done. Dom, the Pats fan, says the Patriots are making a big leap this year. They're going to have a top 5 defense as usual and an offense that will actually be competent enough to score. I don't think your defense has been that good in recent years, has it? But I agree with the offense. I mean, Bill O'Brien's going to help you out. This Atlanta fan says the Falcons will win win the NFC South with two 1,000-yard rushers, Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. Damn, everyone's getting Bijan Robinson, huh? I agree Algier will have 1,000. I don't think you guys are going to get Bijan Robinson, though. Haima, the Commanders will win the NFC East. What dispensary do you go to? You got to tell me. I want to try some of that stuff. Here's one that I like. I think it's going to be hard with their quarterback situation being kind of goofy, but Brandon Ayuk breaks out and will lead the NFL in one major statistical category. Either it's yards or touchdown. That is from Joy-Cons. I don't know how doable it is, but I would love to see it, and he is good enough to do it. I think Brandon Ayuk is elite. Throby says OBJ goes over 1,000 yards and wins comeback player of the year. I just don't see it, man. I for some reason think OBJ is going to finish with about 700 receiving yards, 3 touchdowns, and that's it. DJ the Knight says that Justin Herbert will request a trade out of LA after failing to get to the playoffs. I don't think that'll happen either because Justin Herbert's too scared to speak up if his food order is wrong at a restaurant. Alex says the Raiders will make the playoffs this year. Vegas has some really good dispensaries, I know that, so yeah, if I ever come out there again, you're gonna have to give me a list. Grant Flood, Trey Lance gets dealt to the Jets if they don't land Aaron Rodgers. Absolutely possible. Elijah Hansford says Najee Harris gets 1,500 yards and averages over 4 yards a carry. And this guy comments, let's be realistic. Total yards, this whole thing is possible. Would I bet on it? Absolutely not. NFC East is gonna be a tighter race than people may think. I agree with that, and I don't know who thinks it's gonna be a landslide. I'm sure there is people out there, but it's gonna be very, very close. Cowboys, Eagles, and honestly the Giants aren't gonna be far behind them. The Giants are probably gonna be in the mix. Cam Newton fan, George Pickens gets over 1,000 receiving yards. Oh yeah, I agree. What did he have last year? He was close, wasn't he? 801. Yeah, he'll definitely do it. Lions will still be a below 500 team this year. I don't get the hype. Why I oughta... I disagree. Evan says the Chiefs won't win their division. I just can't. I want to think Denver's gonna do it again, but I can't agree with this until I see it. To let you guys know, I am kind of just scrolling after everyone I read because there's so many comments. I want to give everyone a chance to get featured here. Juicy White Man says Daniel Jones will be a top 5 quarterback next season and his new contract will look like a steal. Trying to figure out which dispensary you go to as well. I gotta make a world tour here. Stone says 49ers trade Trey Lance to the Vikings. I've actually seen that rumor a lot lately. Honestly, I could kind of see it. Kirk goes to the 49ers. Shanahan's wanted him for a while. We get Hey, I'm not turning that down, I'll say that. Let's look at the quote tweets. These are some very bold individuals here if you're quoting them. First off, we actually have my in real life friend Trevor. He says Trevor Lawrence will win MVP easily. Like discussion is wrapped up around week 14. Hey, I pretty much said the same thing. I don't think I said around week 14, but I also think Trevor is gonna do it, so I agree. Mile High Caden says Russell Wilson throws for 5,000 yards. Bro, I don't even hate Russ, but I don't think he's ever been close to that. I don't think he's ever hit 4,500 or even close to that. That's pretty nuts. Sons in 5 says the Lions win the NFC South. Well, okay. And a playoff game. What? Cam says Aaron Rodgers is still at the very least a top 3 quarterback. He's won 2 of the last 3 MVPs and people are really saying he's not top 5. I agree and disagree with what you're saying, Cam. For one, he is still a top 5 quarterback. Top 3, it could be argued, but yeah, probably. But number 2 is you can't really use his MVPs of his past to talk about how good he is right now. And I don't want to sound like a hypocrite. I'm sure I've said something like that too, but I mean like, he ain't getting any younger, you know what I mean? But I agree with you that he's still up there. This guy says Mac Jones will be a top 10 quarterback under the Bill O'Brien offense. Don't really agree with that either, just due to the amount of quarterbacks Mac would have to be better than. Here, this guy has about 75 of them in one tweet. Let's just power trip it. Jonathan Gannon goes one and done as the Cardinals head coach. That is very possible. Desmond Ridder becomes a top 15 quarterback. Possible, but longer of a shot. James Cook has 12 total touchdown, 8 rushing, 4 receiving. I said 10. I could see it. Calvin Ridley will have the 5th most receiving yards. Ooh. Hey, that's not unrealistic. Not to me. Mike White will start for the Dolphins after Tua suffers another injury. Unfortunately, if history tends to repeat itself, that will happen. The Jets miss the playoffs even if they get Aaron Rodgers. Robert Saleh gets fired. That one I think you're the coldest on, Connor. I don't think that'll happen. Eagles make it back to the Super Bowl. Probably more unlikely without some people who left, but I mean, CMC will have the best season of his career. That's fucking crazy. Maybe. And Geno will fall off a cliff while the rest of his teams perform well. I haven't said that out loud, but I've kind of thought it's possible too. You're not too far off with any of these, Connor, besides the Jets missing the playoff if they get Rodgers. Alright guys, and that is going to be where I cut it off for the day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that my monotone tempo was still entertaining for you. If you guys want me to do more stuff where I interact with you on Twitter and make a video out of it, let me know. It's pretty fun. But anyway, if you want to show support, you already know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe, turn that bell on. I do my best to post on this channel every single day. And with everything I just said, I'm going to hop off and get this edited so you guys can watch it on time. Have a great rest of your week, and as always, I will see you in the next video.